You just have to keep showing up consistently and know that your daily efforts poured into this are going to produce better and better results every single time. Hi friends, welcome back to my 30-day series on how to become a food content creator in 2025. Today, we are talking about how to get over perfectionism. So something that you may not know about me is that I have OCD. I think I mentioned it 1 or 2 videos ago, but I have OCD and it has made content creation in the past for me very difficult because I have a specific type of OCD called perfectionism OCD. It forces you into a box where you feel like things cannot move forward unless they are absolutely perfect. It has kept me from living the life that I've wanted for so long. I'm going to give you 3 ways that I have overcome perfectionism. And if you don't have OCD, it actually might be a little bit easier for you. But if you do have OCD, I want you to really lock in because this is going to help you a lot. One of the ways that you get through the perfectionism issue or any kind of compulsion in OCD is to starve the beast. So that thing that you obsess about and then you have the compulsion that you have to do to alleviate the obsession, you have to starve the beast, meaning you can't do the compulsion. You have to decide that we're not going to give in to this, sit with the anxiety of it, and then move on with your life. When I first started creating content, I would edit for hours. I'm talking about literally I would sit down to edit a video and I would start at 3 o'clock and by 9 o'clock I would be posting the video, and that is just not the kind of way I want to live my life. And so it got to a point where I felt like it's too much. It's not sustainable to spend 6 hours every day editing content, but it also is not healthy for your eyes to be on your phone like that. It's not healthy for your neck to be looking at your phone like that. It's not healthy for you because you're obsessing over every single little detail. And the thing about it is this: if you set a timer, since you're new, we're gonna say I'm gonna give you an hour, because I understand that learning how to use editing apps can take a little bit of time. So we're gonna start you out with an hour. You are going to give yourself 1 hour. If you have editing experience, you're getting 30 minutes. But you are gonna set a timer, and at the end of that timer, when that timer goes off, the post has to go up. And so that is what I mean when I say, I think I mentioned in the last post that I was just ripping the Band-Aid off. It got to a point where I was like, okay, well, this is just going up. And I would literally just post it. I couldn't do it to myself anymore, where I was constantly agonizing over every little detail. And the thing that I noticed is nobody noticed. That's the second thing I'm going to tell you to help you get over your perfectionism. No one notices but you, friend. Those things that we constantly agonize over, we're usually the only ones who notice. Have you ever complimented somebody on an outfit and they're like, oh my God, really? My shirt is so wrinkled and my bag is so old and dingy and my shoes have a stain right here, and you're like, oh, I didn't even notice. Because nobody's looking at your content with that kind of microscopic precision but you. So rip the Band-Aid off and put it up. And what you can do when you put it up is busy yourself. So you put it up and then you put your phone down. You don't scroll, you don't go back and check to see how many likes it got 10 minutes later. You put your phone down and you go to bed, or you put your phone down and you leave the house and go on a walk, or you put your phone down and you start a puzzle. Busy yourself though, because the last thing you want to be doing is double and triple checking to see if anybody is engaged with the content. You don't want to do that. That is going to do nothing but feed the compulsion. And if they don't engage with the content, it's going to reinforce the idea that you didn't make it perfect enough. So put your phone down. The third thing that I'm going to tell you to do to get over your perfectionism is, as you're giving yourself a timer and you're putting it up and you're putting your phone down and you're going out on your walk, I want you to be mindful of the things that you wanted to fix that you didn't, so that you can fix them in the next project. We go through these processes in life where we have experiences that don't necessarily live up to what we wanted them to live up to, and sometimes we create the experiences that don't necessarily live up to what we want them to live up to. With content creation, you get to do it every single day. So you can get better at it every single day. And that's one of those things where if you continue to show up and you continue to fix the things that you didn't like the last time, and you continue to hone your craft and just really work on being the best version of yourself within that 1 hour time limit, right? If you continue to do that, you're only going to get better. This kind of goes with imposter syndrome. The more you do it, the better you get. You just have to keep showing up consistently and know that your daily efforts poured into this are going to produce better and better results every single time. If you go back and watch some actors' first movies versus the movies that they're in now, they've made so much progress. Obviously, there are people who are just natural actors. They're the Dakota Fannings of the world, right? But some people take time to work on their craft. And so you are one of those people who, in order to get through this perfectionism, we're going to set a timer and walk away from the phone after we get done. We're going to remember that no one is as honed in on our mistakes as we are. We're going to get better and better every single day, and that is how we're going to get out of this perfectionism loop. I hope this was helpful. If you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. Please like and comment and let me know if there's anything that you want me to cover. If you haven't watched the rest of the videos in the series, please go back and watch that. And then come back tomorrow and I'm gonna give you some ways that you can film in public where you don't feel as awkward. You're probably gonna still feel awkward, but I'm gonna give you some ways that will kind of help combat that anyway. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow.